there. I'm sitting out here in the pasture with the sheep, and obviously the flock is very, very interested in what I'm doing out here. I love these guys. They're so much fun. This is our new little ram here. His name is Cookie. He's just 5 months old, but his job is to impregnate all these girls right here. And so far, he's doing a really good job. I think most of them have been marked, so that's great. But I'm really out here to talk a little bit about a hard subject, and one that I get asked all the time. I'm sorry, I got Aggie chewing on my foot. Is This week was a tough week, and not because anything unscheduled happened, but because of something that was scheduled happened, and that was my annual slaughter date. And I thought I would talk a little bit about it, and because it's something that I get asked all the time, is how can I love these animals as much as I do and care for them and yet be okay with taking them to slaughter? And the short answer is that I'm not. It is really hard to do. I do it, and I want to say I'm the person who takes them um, to the slaughter. I am there. I haven't quite gotten to the point where I can actually be there when they're killed, but I take them right up to that moment. And I'm the person who loads them on the trailer, or with my husband's help, of course, because it's not the easiest thing to do. And I drive them there, and I take them there. And then the days leading up to it, I think about it. I say a little prayer for them before they die. I uh, I feel it really, really significantly for days later. And so the question is, why do I do it? I mean, why do I put myself through that? And I hear it all the time. Well, I eat meat, but I could never, ever, ever eat the animals that I raise. And that's certainly a personal choice and something that you do. But for me, I do eat meat. And I'm well aware that the majority of the meat that I eat is probably not humanely raised. But you can see these animals are healthy. They live in a great environment. They certainly are not afraid of me. If I call them, they come running to me. You saw them all around me when I was standing there to start. Right now, they're going off to eat some grass, but they trust me. I am their shepherd. They live well. And so it's important for me that at least some of the meat that I eat is humanely raised. And I know that this meat is very humanely raised. I watched them be born, and I almost watched them to their death. And there's very few moments, really just maybe a minute, where these animals have fear or anxiety in their life. They live really good lives, and I do think that the meat probably reflects that. But it's not easy. And it's not something that I, do with joy. And you could say, okay, well, you're unusual, Brianna. Other farmers aren't like that. They don't worry about their animals. But I can guarantee you that any farmer who spends their time caring for their sheep or caring for their cows or their chickens or whatever it is, they do care about the humanity of their animals, the majority of them. And it's not a simple, easy thing for us to do this. But I do know that I am providing myself, my family, and the people who purchase from me humanely raised meat that is a good quality without antibiotics and hormones or whatever else floats through a lot of the commercially raised meat. This is a small production, but I'm proud of my production here, even if it's difficult to do. So I thought I would just address that, and it's a question I get asked all the time. So it's not an easy answer, really, and probably not what people expect, but I can love them enough to make sure that they live their lives, even if it's not maybe as long as it would have been, in a humane way. So, signing out. Talk to y'all next time. Have a great day.